Yo, what's up guys, I'm back, got a review for you. This time we have this 87 rated Dimitar Berbatov. Now, he's new this year, so I really wanted to try him, see how good he was, see how bad he was. So, on stats, he's 6'2", got a medium low work rate, so he's got the 4-star skills with the 3-star weak foot. Now, his preferred foot is the right foot. Now, in the games of champs I played, I got 9 games, 10 goals and 5 assists, and I obviously played some friendlies on the side as well. On his alternatives, you can only play the striker and the centre forward, which is a little bit annoying. On stats, he's got the 80 pace, the 85 shooting, the 81 passing, the 87 dribbling, and the 74 physical. So on paper, looks like quite a good card all round. Now, if I'm actually correct on this, I think someone told me inside on this card is actually in the Bundesliga this year, or it's either this or the upgraded hero one, which hasn't come out yet. But one of the two is in the Bundesliga, which I think this card should be in the Premier for being realistic. Anyway, on his play traits here, he's got the flair trait, he's got the Trivela trait, which is quite nice because of the weak foot. He does have the acrobatic trait, which obviously since 6'2" would be quite nice. And his gold one, which is obviously nice to have a goal. He's got the first touch one, which means he just traps the ball really nicely, and he doesn't lose possession from loose touch and stuff like that. If you do enjoy the clips or the review or want to see more, please do subscribe. It genuinely does mean a lot to my channel, and this is after positive and negatives. Peace. So, on to my other thoughts about this Berbatov card. Now, if I had to describe him in a couple of words, I would use him as a goal poacher, is my honest review of him so far. Now, what I mean by that is some of his attributes do make him a little bit lackluster at times, and a few of that should make him a little bit weak in my opinion. So we'll go through it then. So he's got 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Now, the 3-star weak foot isn't too bad, because Cindy's got that Trivela trait. He can definitely use that to his advantage if he needs to. And the 4-star skills obviously are quite nice. He is a little bit unagile with his height and his agility and all that, so maybe that would need to be adjusted necessarily. This is why I got the engine chem cell on it, but because of that, he's not really going to be like too good with the skills. Now, next up for me is the pace. Now, this is one of his main issues in my opinion. He is not a pace striker at all. He's definitely more of a target man, even though he can't really jump in the air. He's more of just a hold-up striker, as I would define it best as. He's just not very good at getting through on goal on his own. Obviously, you've seen in a few clips, I can inject him through, but that's when people are really aggressive with defenders like they are this year, and they'll pull them out. So if you're in a low div, it might work a lot better, but if you're playing like people with Van Dijk and Jockey defend, you're going to have a big issue with this card. Now, the shoot with me overall didn't have any inconsistency with that. The 91 composure is very, very nice about him. The finishing is good. Obviously, the weak foot could be improved, being 3-star, so it might be a bit inconsistent there. But the shot power, the attack precision, all of these attributes, I don't have many issues at all. Obviously, long shots, but you're just not going to take any if you can do that. Now, the passing for me, as I've talked about, he needs to be a hold-up striker. And can he do that? Yes, he can. He's got the good short pass. He's got the good vision. He's got a good curve. The long pass isn't amazing, but it's good enough to do the simple 1-2s or to like spray it out wide. I don't really think he hasn't got the ability to do that. Maybe if I had a few passing traits, it'd be a little bit better. But overall, I don't think it's too much of an issue. Now, his dribbling attributes. This is where the issue lies, in my opinion. I know I said the pace. This is another one. This is why I didn't really get to grips with this card. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I probably could have done. There's just a couple of weak points to this card, which I don't think is going to make him really good this year. Now, the agility, the dribbling stat, the balance, all three of these are very lackluster attributes. And since he's not really as strong as, I know it's 80's not too bad, but with that aggression and the balance all coming into play, it's just not the strongest, and he won't be able to hold off people like you really want him to. So he hasn't got the pace to get past them. He hasn't really got the agility to turn away from them. And he also hasn't really got the strength to hold them off. So it's a little bit of a sticky situation, shall we say, there. But if we're going for positives, he has got really good ball shot, and this is what I think you utilise in this card. That ball shot, trap it into his feet, fire it as hard as you can. He will trap that very nicely, and he can be able to like spray it off to other people. Now, the physicals for me, as I said, he's not really a target man with that 68 jumping, but he has got good head next to you, so he might be able to head the ball for you into the back of the net as long as he's against like a smaller fullback, something like that. Now, the stamina, it's not bad, it's not amazing, especially with that low defensive work. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. But overall, you will probably need to sub him off around, I would say, the 90th minute if you go into extra time. So on to my other scores about the card then. Now first me kicking off is the pace. Now overall for the pace, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's not any better than that, and especially since he's a striker, you do want him to be, and he can only really play striker. I don't think he's a wide or a cam, so I do think he's solely a striker, and that pace is just not good enough to get him through on goal. So as I said, I think he's more of a poacher kind of striker. He's a goal scorer really, and that's about it. So the finishing for me, he has got 3-star weak foot, but the actual shooting attributes are good. So overall for this, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Now, the passing for me, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I don't think it's amazing, but I also don't think it's necessarily bad. As I talked about, the short pass, he can do very good short passing and very good vision, but obviously that long pass might be a bit inconsistent here and there, but overall, I feel like you can still be able to like pass it out wide and spray it across. Now, the dueling for me, this is so hard to rank because he has got the good ball control and the good composure, but the actual agility and stuff like that is not amazing in game. So overall, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. If he had more like 90 agility or 90 dribbling and like maybe 5-star skills or something like that, just to allow him to do a little bit more variety, just to get him into these better positions, I will probably boost it up, but I just can't. Now, the physicals for me, so all of these attributes are pretty lackluster. I know he's got 80 strength, and the 76 stamina, but overall, it's pretty average, isn't it? So overall, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. So, on overall score for me, I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10 for this stage of the game. I do honestly think cards like Rodman will be better than him. Faster, not even that much worse shooting, same passing pretty much, obviously better dribbling. I just don't see this card being a meta card in any way, shape or form. The only thing to really, I would say, if you're struggling with that ball show on a striker and you just need to trap it and pass it, other than that, I would say don't go for this card. I don't recommend him at all. And the value for coins, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10 personally. I don't think he's a double out the hero pack either. I think if you got him, he's a little bit more of an L, so I do apologise if you got him to say that. You might try and prove me wrong, but honestly, overall, at high level, I don't think he's a usable card. But that's all for my views. Always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you in the next view, and peace out, guys.